A new statewide app designed to stop school shootings is failing to live up to expectations. It's leaving some districts dipping into their own pockets to pay for other reporting systems.
But ABC 27 investigator Katie LaGrone has a warning today from a school security expert.
It's campus life in a post-Parkland world. Armed security guards, cameras, locks. But within the now estimated $3 billion nationwide industry of school security, we've learned more Florida school districts are turning to a patchwork of hotlines, tip lines, and apps to help keep their students safe.
Any tool that helps people report suspicious activity, we think is a positive thing.
It is an opportunity for students to report things that they are concerned about.
Anything that we can do to provide our student the help that they need and keep them safe, we'll do.
In Pinellas County, students can not only report suspicious activity through the state's new anonymous school reporting app, Fortify Florida, but this app called Say Something, which also lets students anonymously report tips and was developed after Sandy Hook.
Why two? We think that the Say Something app offers something that Fortify doesn't, and that's real live crisis counselors 24/7 on the other end of that call.
Last month, we revealed how the state's go-to school reporting app has become a portal for false and bogus tips.
There's a coyote in my front yard.
Come into the restroom so you can see my private parts.
For some districts, other reporting tools are proving to be more reliable.
We had 2,021 tips since we launched Say Something, and 123 of those were considered life-threatening tips. With Fortify, we've only had 81 tips come through there, and 6 of those were actual tips.
ABC 27 investigates, now discovering state leaders raised concerns about bogus tips the same month they launched the app in 2018. This email shows the former Attorney General's chief of staff asking the company that developed the app about adding language warning users about submitting false tips. Still, across Florida, a variety of apps, panic buttons, and hotlines are being used by schools to solicit intel on potential campus threats. In Miami-Dade, students can submit a tip through the state's app, Sandy Hook's app, Crime Stoppers, or a tool called Be Safe, another suspicious reporting system that lets students send a tip online through text or with a phone call.
What you don't want is half a dozen systems in place and confusion where people don't know where to go.
But national school security expert Ken Trump warned school districts against offering students too many options.
When there's a school threat that poses a risk to the safety of children, we want less ambiguity and uncertainty and not have confusing systems so that people just give up and don't report at all.
Trump also says more options can open the door to more false alarms.
It creates a lack of intensity and desensitization to the importance of those apps so that when a real threat occurs, it may not be taken as seriously, it may not be acted upon as promptly as it needs to be.
While most reporting systems are being made available to school districts for free, others, including the Monroe County School District in the Keys, is dipping into its own budget to pay for additional options.
Yes, the district pays $11,000 a year. Each school is given a direct number, and students can text their tips.
Tips that, for some districts, aren't limited by number.
It doesn't hurt to have a second option to someone out there who needs to reach out for help.
As for concerns about bogus tips on the state's app, it remains unclear if or how those issues were resolved. Meantime, legislation is moving through Tallahassee right now that would let police crack down on users who knowingly submit false tips. Katie LaGrone, ABC 27 investigates.